Jubilee Maverick City acoustic lesson. Let's go. All right, so this song is in the key of F sharp or G flat, whatever way you want to look at it. We're going capo, 4th fret. We're playing the D shapes. So the chords we need for this song, we need a D chord. We need a B minor chord. We need an E minor, and I do the E minor very similar to how I do the E minor when I'm playing in the key of G, like this. But I usually just take my pinky finger off and let that high E string ring out. So, and then we need a G chord. And I think we can use a D over F sharp, so you can do it like this, or like that with the thumb. And then there's an A over C sharp chord, which is kind of a tough one to get to, and we just use this once as a passing chord. So you can use this one, or we can probably just get away with just a regular A sus chord. So we'll get to that. It's in the verses. So let me show you really what we have going on with the intro and then the verses. So the chord progression is going to be B minor, D, and this is still the same D. I'm just keeping my middle finger there just for comfort. And then we go to the E minor, and then you can do either like this G, the one I showed you earlier, or if you just wanted to do just, you know, regular G, or just like that, you can do that. So the song is in 4/4 timing, so that means we're gonna count to 4 pretty much, more or less, on these chords and the changes. So it's gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's gonna be your progression for the intro and the verses. I'm gonna show you, you can also finger pick this. I'll show you in a second a way you can do that, the first verse, because it's pretty down, it's soft. But that's just gonna sound like this, the verse. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I'm anointed to bring hope. The promise fulfilled in a moment. We're still watching it unfold. There's good news for the captive, proclamation for every soul. This liberty's for the broken, an invitation to be made whole. So in that verse, kind of that A over C sharp chord came into play there. So it's the passing chord. When it goes from the B minor to it would just normally go to the D. They add that passing chord in there. So I'm gonna give you a couple of options. You can either completely skip that A over C sharp and just keep playing There's Good News for the Captive. Just go from the B minor to the D. Or if you wanted to just go B minor, A, D, that might be easier. Either of those 3 ways is gonna be fine. If you're playing on the worship team, you may wanna check with the worship leader just to see, you know, if there's any issue with doing that. But it's very subtle, very quick. So let me show you how that would sound again. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I'm anointed to bring hope. The promise fulfilled in a moment. We're still watching it unfold. There's good news for the captive. So here we can do that A over C sharp, or we can do There's good news for the captive. That would be skipping that A over C sharp and just going B minor to the D. This way I'll show you with just the regular A chord. There's good news for the captive. And you're just splitting that B minor instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So you kind of get where I'm going there. Again, I'm going to give you the option, whatever you guys want to do for that passing chord. And then the let's touch the chorus here, and then we'll do some finger picking. So the chorus, it's still, the timing is going to be a little bit different. The D, it goes, the chords, D, E minor, B minor, G. And again, you can do this just 2-finger G, that G, whatever. But this is the pattern, not the chord pattern, but the timing of the chords change. So it sounds like this. Listen for the free man singing, he's delivered me. Look out for the woman shouting, he's come and made me clean. Listen for the seasons changing, he's rebuilding everything. Listen for the people shouting, this is Jubilee. So what we're doing 3 down on the D. 1, 2, 3. E minor gets the 4th. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen for the free man singing, he's delivered me. Do 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 do. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just the only change with that chorus. So hopefully that makes sense. And then, so just real quickly, you know, we can go back to the verse and just do some finger picking. I don't really know that I have a specific pattern in mind, but if you've seen the lesson I do on finger pick like a worship leader with 3 fingers, or, you know, finger pick any song, any genre with this beginner pattern, that's probably going to work. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what that sounds like. So I'll link some of those lessons up top and then the description below. So for the intro and the verse, they're the same chords. So we could probably do, and again, it's B minor, D, E minor, G. So. Yeah, so that works in and of itself. Just the normal pattern that I teach in those lessons. So we're just going straight down, starting with the bass notes. So B minor, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I'm anointed to bring hope. Do do do. There's good news for the captive. So yeah, just the bass notes, guys. I'm just plucking the bass notes with my finger, with my thumb, and I'm just kind of going straight down, more or less in order of the strings. I'm anointing to bring hope, promise fulfilled in a moment. So that would be an option if you wanted to do that, or if you wanted to have your own finger picking pattern, you could definitely do that also. Yeah, so then we hit the chorus. Let's see. Yeah, so after the chorus, it goes just to kind of like the interlude. And that interlude is the same progression as the chorus. So it'll be that D, E minor, B minor to the G, and that same, you know, 3 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then verse 2 is the same as verse 1. Chorus is the same as chorus 1. And then we get to the interlude here, and the interlude is the same as the bridge. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna stick with that chorus strum pattern, more or less. 3 down on the first one, the second chord gets the 4th, and then that gets 4 full ones. So the chord progression is gonna be E minor, D over F sharp, G, A. So the interlude is gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is true joy in His freedom, so open your heart to receive it. There is true joy, na, 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 Jesus, Jesus. There is true joy in His freedom, so open your heart to receive it. So the pattern and the chords are the same for that interlude and the bridge. So again, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's, I mean, that'll get you back into the, you'll do the bridge, I think 3 times, and then that'll get you back into the chorus. And then that's more or less the structure of the song. And then it kind of goes into, you know, some spontaneous flowing moments, which I'm not going to go over because there's a bunch of those. But that shows you how to play the song, more or less. So a couple of quick things. I've got chord charts for this on my Patreon page. So that's what I'm looking at here. If you're wondering, what are you looking at? Do you have some chord charts? I do have those on my Patreon page, so I'll link that down below. A couple of additional lessons I want you guys to take a look at if you're not familiar with these chords, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, we can do chords in the key of G and not really need to do these D chords, like the D, the A, B minor, G. So it's good to be able to kind of refer back and make sure you're on the right finger placement on these chords. And then make sure you're strumming the right chords or the right strings, because, you know, this D chord, we don't want to be strumming all the strings. The A chord, we don't want to be strumming all the strings. The B minor chord, we don't want to be strumming all 6 strings. So I'll put some of those lessons up top and down below also, just to give you some additional resources and things to check out to make sure you're on the right track with those chords. So I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. If you guys have questions, as always, let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're struggling with, what you have questions on. I've got to head on over to the community tab on my channel. I've got some verses of the week, some encouragement, some other stuff going on over there, some giveaways. So head on over there. Let me know how it's going. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.